On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur en route to Beijing. The flight was supposed to be a routine 6-hour journey. But just over an hour into the flight, the plane vanished without a trace, leaving the world in shock and mystery. What happened to MH370? Was it hijacked, a mechanical failure, or something more sinister? Today, we dive deep into the mystery behind the disappearance of Flight MH370, a story that still haunts the world today. Stick with us until the end, because the answers might not be what you expect. On a clear, calm night, Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 12:41 a.m. There were 227 passengers aboard, from various countries, and 12 crew members. The flight was routine, nothing unusual. As the plane climbed to its cruising altitude, the passengers settled in for the long journey to Beijing. The Boeing 777 was considered one of the safest, most reliable aircraft in the skies. At 1:19 a.m., the last communication from the cockpit was sent, with the phrase, "Good night, Malaysian 370. No one knew it would be the last words anyone would hear from that flight. Just 38 minutes after that final transmission, Flight MH370 completely disappeared from radar. Air traffic controllers lost contact with the plane, and a routine flight had turned into an unsolved mystery. But the plot thickened when investigators discovered something shocking. MH370 didn't just vanish. It changed course. For reasons still unclear, the aircraft turned west. It flew back over peninsular Malaysia and then out into the southern Indian Ocean. The plane was completely off course, yet no distress signal was sent. What happened during that hour? Was the plane under the control of someone else? Was there a sudden emergency, or was something more deliberate happening? As the world scrambled to understand what happened, search teams began scouring vast parts of the Indian Ocean. For months, the search became one of the largest and most expensive in aviation history. The ocean was unforgiving, black box signals were never found, and radar data was scarce. But then came a breakthrough: satellite pings. Satellite data revealed the plane had continued to fly for 7 hours after losing radar contact, sending automated signals to a satellite as it soared over the ocean. This information narrowed the search area to a specific region, known as the Seventh Arc. Still, no wreckage was found. After years of searching, pieces of debris began to wash up on remote islands in the Indian Ocean. In July 2015, a flap aileron from the plane's wing was found on Réunion Island, thousands of miles from the search zone. The discovery confirmed that the plane had indeed crashed into the ocean, but where exactly was the wreckage? Why couldn't more of it be found? The debris pieces gave clues to investigators, but they also raised more questions. Was the plane's descent controlled, or did it spiral into the ocean after running out of fuel? Could the plane have been deliberately flown to a remote location, away from any possible rescue? As the search for the wreckage continued, numerous theories emerged. Some believed pilot involvement was a possibility, especially when it was revealed that Captain Zahari Ahmed Shah had flown a simulated flight that closely resembled the route MH370 had taken on the night it disappeared. Was this a coincidence, or had the captain planned something far more sinister? Others speculated about a terrorist attack or a hijacking, pointing to the unusual behavior of the aircraft and the lack of distress signals. Yet, no clear evidence of terrorism was found, leading investigators back to square one. The loss of MH370 has left families, governments, and the aviation community with more questions than answers. What really happened that night? Was it human error, mechanical failure, or something more? As of today, the mystery of Flight MH370 remains unsolved. Despite the extensive search and investigation, the final moments of the flight, as well as the reasons behind its sudden course change, are still unknown. The story of MH370 has become one of aviation's greatest mysteries. However, one thing is clear: the search for answers continues. The disappearance of flight MH370 will forever leave a mark on the world of aviation, as it raises questions about aviation safety, technology, and the unknown dangers that can exist in the skies. So, what do you think happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370? Was it a tragic accident, or was there more to the story? The fact that we may never know the full truth makes this mystery all the more chilling. MH370 is not just a story about a missing airplane, it's a reminder that sometimes, even in the modern age of technology and tracking, things can disappear without a trace. Stay tuned, keep questioning, and maybe one day, the truth will come to light. But until then, the mystery of MH370 continues to haunt us all.